Welcome back everyone to a Lizard vs Chaos Showdown with LeNorm up against Bowmore. This match took place on the Sword of Dorghar with a Lord Heavy battle. So here in the front line with the Lizardmen, we are going to see two units of the tanky Saurus Warriors with shields and also the nice elite halberd Temple Guard. In the middle pocket, we are going to have the triple skin cohorts with those javelins for the nice poison support in the front line. Two units of the fast skin cohorts on the flanks, with a nice unit of the cohort of Sotek in the middle. With that poison and armor piercing, refuse to die, and that unbreakable status, making it a very strong unit of infantry. Two units of the fire doggos here in the pocket with the salamander hunting packs, for the anti-large missile shots, good at deleting all that skirmish cavalry. In the middle, we are going to have the double Basilodon Arca Sotex. Great deletion there for that elite and normal infantry here from the Chaos. The Arca Sotek ability has been redone and is so good here for only 1,000 gold cost. Really going to comfortably pay for themselves in this matchup. We can see Lord Mazdamundi here on top of Zlaaq. He's going to be having the Ruination of Cities, Banishment, Shield of the Old Ones, Apotheosis, Harmonic Convergence, Net of Amantok, and the Sunburst Standard of Exotl. Now, as we can see here for the Chaos in the front line, 3 cheap units of the Chaos Marauders, 3 units here in the midline of the Chaos Warriors with the great weapons, so 100 armor and armor piercing, making them very strong, and also the nice Mirror Guard, so the Mirror Guard, the ROR Chaos Warriors with that 100 armor, the silver shields, as well as that 54 melee defense, and that immune to psychology. 4 units here of the skirmish cavalry throwing axes for the armor piercing in the back, and in the middle we are going to have the very fast Chaos Warhounds with poison. 95 speed, making them very good clean up here in the back in the late stages. Here for the Lord Choice, we are going to have Archie the Ever Chosen. He's going to be here with the Slayer of Kings, Stand or Die, Foe Seeker, Burning Head, Cascading Fire Cloak, Fireball, the Crown of Domination, and also Kindle Flame. So for the last unit, we are going to have the Summoners of Rage here, a beautiful unit of Dragon Ogres with that bound Chain Lightning ability. So very nice here as well from the Chaos, very well diversified as well. We got good fast skirmish cavalry and doggos to clean up the backside, nice cheap infantry here to block up their infantry, good armor piercing, and very heavily armored Mirror Guard in the pocket. Both Lords are going to be exceptionally expensive as well, probably going somewhere up towards 3,000 gold in cost. So of course we're going to have to see maximal usage from them throughout the battle. Now as we can see here, the Fire Doggos are coming to the front line. They are going to be shooting here into the infantry. The Chaos Marauders taking that like absolute champs though. Of course they are going to be anti-large shots. They do struggle with the armor piercing, but as coming forward here we can see some nice pressure there coming in from Archie as he does push onto Lord Mazdamundi, forcing out an Apotheosis for 80 healing there. So we are going to bait out the infantry to come down the hill as well. They do have a nice position here on the top, and of course they do want to be fighting downhill up against all that infantry. The Fire Doggos here are going to be pouring into the Chaos Marauders with those throwing axes. Oh no, we could see a beautiful net here down in the pocket. That is going to be an overcast Net of Amantok here. As we can see, that is going to be putting in 4 units, getting some nice deletion with maybe, yes, a Banishment here in the back doing some great damage. Looks like it is for the majority going to be hitting Archie and the Summoners of Rage, but we are going to get the nice Fire Doggos just deleting that with a Ruination of Cities. We are going to be shattering that unit of Chaos Marauder Horsemen, nice and early doors. In the middle, the Mirror Guard pushing through to try and put some pressure here on the midline, and we are going to back off those doggos. In the front line, getting a little bit extended, trying to turn away and run is going to be the Basilodon Arca Sotek. Knowing a bit of a mistake here with the big bad Bowmore, he can see that he is going to get punished here by the Summoners of Rage and Archeon the Ever Chosen. We are going to force out here a Shield of the Old Ones and an Apotheosis here in the middle to really try and keep that big bad Basilodon alive. We are going to break a second unit of Marauder Horsemen here in the front line. Those doggos are really going in. We can see the fire animations coming in the front here up against Archie and the Chaos Warriors. But in the back here, we're also going to be losing those Chaos Warhounds. Just a nice terror here coming out of the Basilodon Arca Sotek. The left-hand side is going to be relatively untouched here from the Chaos, but the right-hand side is getting absolutely thumped by these Chaos Warriors and these Chaos Marauders. Burning Head in the middle here, going to be deleting the Skin Cohort Javelin. Still full on ammunition here, unfortunately getting pushed by the Mirror Guard. But as we can see here, the Fire Dog is still pouring into those Summoners of Rage. Only 60 armor, so they're very susceptible to getting a lot of damage done here. The 46 speed here of the Skin Cohort with that Net of Amantok pinning in the back up against the Marauder Horseman is going to allow that infantry to push on and start deleting some of this skirmish cavalry. Some great work there from Bowmore, shutting all these elite units in the back. As we can see here, Chain Lightning going up against the Saurus Warriors and these Temple Guards. There's some nice damage there out of that bound spell. But in the middle pocket, we can see the Chaos Warriors getting battered here by Lord Master Mundi. He's going to do some great work in the middle, but it looks like Archie's going to be going on to that second Bastillodon here in the middle pocket. So the Chaos Warriors are going to pin it in place. Archie's going to be using the Slayer of Kings for that AP increase and base weapon damage. Bastillodon is going to be really struggling here with absolutely zero support. So you can see the summoners coming through for that anti-large and armor piercing. Going to thump here up against that Bastillodon Arc Sotek. Both are going to be down, and that's going to be a huge pain here for the Lizardmen. That's going to be two great anti-infantry tools off the battlefield. But as we can see, as for the infantry here for the Chaos Warriors here are wavering as well as breaking the Mirror Guard. So some great work there coming out of Bowmore, really protecting these fire doggers in the back with some nice micro. Net again, yet again, up against these Marauder Horsemen. The throwing axes are still going to be able to help here in the front line up against those Chaos Warriors. But as you can see, the Summoners and Archie trying to get in the back here on Master Mundi. Nearly down to half health, 4,400 health for him, and Archie is seriously healthy. We can see here, Ruination of Cities going yet again on the Marauder Horsemen. I love these bound abilities. Shield of the Old Ones as well in the pocket is going to protect up against the cohorts of Sotek, Saurus Warriors, and those Temple Guards. On the left-hand side, though, we can see the Chaos Warriors and also the second units with the nice Marauder push in the back. That left-hand side has been won by the Chaos very, very comfortably. We can see the Saurus Warriors are going to be holding back the Chaos Marauders, trying to keep these doggos online, trying to keep them shooting here into the front and keep this battle going. Summoners are going to break down to 2 models only, but it's now going to be Archie going up here against Master Mundi. He's going to be diving in here, but of course Archie is going to be having the better stats here up against Zlaaq. In the middle, it looks like we could maybe have a banishment here. No. Oh, we are going to have a banishment up against the Chaos Warriors. So some nice damage there up against that armor-piercing infantry. That could really help delete it. Then we do have Archie up against those Temple Guard and Saurus Warriors. Burning Head as well. That's really unfortunate to see there. That is actually going to be going over his own units as well. So that's a -8 leadership and some good damage here up against some good mid-tier and elite infantry. Cohort Sotek really trying to come under the poison here up against Archie, but Archie is going to be chasing in the back up against Mazda. He's going to be running away here on top of Zlaaq, but he is going to get pinned in by this unbreakable infantry. A nice pop there of Refuse to Die. It's going to make them really tanky and keep that nice thick number count here to keep Archie nice and pinned in. In the back here, you can see the Skinks getting pushed onto here by the Marauders, but the Marauders are going to change targets. Some are coming after Lord Mazda. In the back, we see the throwing axes going to melee combat because they have run out of ammunition here. So some great chase off and some good damage here up against Master Mundi. 3.7k for him. Doggo still online with some more Saurus Warriors coming back to the front line. Archie is in, and he's going to be fighting here. Looks like we do have some abilities going down, but unfortunately going to be wavering here is going to be the Marauder Horsemen. They are going to be getting shot by the Skin Cohort Javelins. So we are going to be chasing here. Cascading Firecloak and Slayer of Kings giving 100% armor-piercing increase here to Archie as he does try and fight up against the big Mazda. Sure, the old one's going down for that protection. It looks like Apotheosis as well for the healing, but I think Mazda here is in big trouble. 7 minutes deep into the game, 2.6k health here for him, with Archie looking very strong indeed. Standard Die going down for that melee defense and leadership to really aid with the Marauders here in the middle. So we get a good, nice overview. We can see both the doggos online, and we can see they have some pressure here from the Marauder throwing axes in the back. Going to be shooting into the Marauders on the flank, as well as the Chaos Warriors here that have been a little bit left behind. So we could be getting a Burning Head here. Master Mundi down to 2.1k. He is going to get a Burning Head straight through up against the Cohort of Sotek and the Skin Cohort Javelins. Rampaging is going to be the Saurus Warriors here as they're trying to thump up against Archie, who is going to be using Focus Seeker for that nice added speed and vigor. He's going to be fighting in the back up against Mazda. 1.7k health left for him. He's going to be seriously weak here. Cold-blooded going to get popped to try and give that added leadership so he can keep fighting here in this late stage. We can see that the Marauder Horsemen are coming back online to try and maybe see if they can shut down these Salamander hunting packs. Great micro here coming out of LeNorm, really shutting down the fire doggos and putting some pressure on the back. We can see 713 for Mazda, and getting caught up in the middle with the heavy doggos here. He is going to try and get around the pocket to see if he can get through this little gap. I don't know if that's going to be possible, though. He is really trying. Salamanders are going to rampage here. Archie is down to half health now. He's starting to look quite a bit weaker. We can see there Apotheosis yet again going down for Mazda. We've used such good Windsor magic here from Bowmore. charges in from the Chaos Marauders to really aid and try and see if we can thump out this pocket here with Archie. Hopefully a burning header in the middle could delete this infantry. I love the burning heads coming out today, really putting that pressure and that negative leadership here on the infantry. Archie's going to be charging 1.2k health for Lord Mazda. He is going to be wavering. Balance of power is in the favour of the Chaos. Shield of the Old One's going down. We are going to break with Lord Mazda, 380, and he shatters! That is looking like the game. That is going to be army losses, and a great victory here from the DBD man himself. What an epic game here between two absolute legends here. Well played to LeNorm, great win for him. And Bowmore, of course, coming in with the absolute champion play there with those brilliant wins of magic and nice skirmish here with those doggos. 120 kills or 1.5k here for Lord Mazda Mundi, 220 here for the skin cohorts, and 330. Saurus Warriors at 460 and 600. It looks like 1,150 for the cohort of Sotek, with 906 here for the Temple Guards. We can see 280, 140, and 470 there for the skin cohort javelins. Great use of those javelins. But unfortunately here, 470 and 570 for the Bastiladon Arcus Sotex. Of course, getting deleted very early doors, meaning they're not going to get so much value here compared to what you would normally see. We can see 1.7 and 1,260 here for the Salamander hunting packs, and great deletion there of that skirmish cavalry. 145 kills, 4,250 there, with nearly 20k damage dealt there from Archeon the Ever-Chosen. Great work there from him. Mobility was on point. Some great screening as well from the Chaos Marauders, and also those Marauder Horsemen. We can see 460, 275, and 420 there from the Chaos Marauders. Here from the Great Weapon Warriors, we are going to get 414, 880, and 370. For the Mirror Guard, 580, with the Horsemen at 414, 54, 806, and 980, so great work. Poison Warhounds 150, they broke their early door, and of course we didn't see them come back, but 1.1k here for the Summoners of Rage, some great shutdown there from Bowmore. A brilliant game here and an amazing watch from these guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Drop a comment down below about what you thought as well. I would be very interested. And if you are brand new here, I would also appreciate a subscription. If you are new, go down to that description where you can find all of my other social medias and most importantly, that Discord. Now go on there because you can find my single player and multiplayer content, as well as all my leagues and tournaments. And you can leave a replay just like this one here under Replays for Casting. Other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourself during these times, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care.